Hello and welcome to another awesome video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having a great Monday and happy Thanksgiving Monday for all my Canadian friends around the world and especially those here in Canada. Hope everyone's eating a lot of turkey and having a lot of fun with family and friends in Canada and wherever you guys are celebrating, wherever there are Canadians. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Today I'm going to recap what happened on Friday Night SmackDown from Greenville, South Carolina, and I'll preview what will happen on Monday Night Raw from last week's pre-taped edition of this week's Raw because possibly the weather from St. Louis, Missouri. It was pre-taped on last Monday. And I will do one brief wrestling news from AEW. Without further ado, let's get into Friday Night SmackDown's review. This week's SmackDown was packed with action from the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina. Commentary came on courtesy of Michael Cole and Corey Graves, the usual. Jimmy Uso kicked things off, addressing the crowds about his 6-month absence, thanks to a sneak attack from his own brother. Can you believe that? Solo Sikoa. Jimmy vowed to kick Solo's butt, but just as he was saying that, Roman Reigns showed up, reminding everyone he's still the OTC, the original tribal chief, stirring up some Uso chants and tension. He also said that in order to beat the bloodline, we need more help. He suggested to bring back Jey Uso, but Roman says no yeet, which means he's not really forgiven Jey for his betrayal lately yet. But we'll see. I think he's gonna turn around at some point very soon. The first match of the night saw L.A. Knight, defend his U.S. championship against Carmelo Hayes, who got distracted by Andrade, of all people, at ringside, allowing Knight to retain with a clean pin. Backstage, Jimmy had a tense exchange with WWE champ Cody Rhodes, who thanked him for some past help, but Jimmy warned not to expect any more favors. Kevin Owens crashed the show to rant about Cody turning on him, only to be shut down by security while Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes had a backstage chat about keeping focus on Crown Jewel. For those of you who don't know, Crown Jewel will see the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion from SmackDown against the WWE World Champion from Raw, Gunther, face off for the Crown Jewel Championship on November the 2nd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. In tag team action, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill dominated Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson to retain their women's tag team titles. The drama didn't stop there, folks, because Nia Jax boasted about her reign as Women's World Champion. But Naomi interrupted, challenging her to a non-title match, with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez causing the chaos. Naomi managed to score a pinfall win over Jax. The main event saw Solo Sikoa. This is the main event we've all been waiting for, I think. Saw Solo Sikoa, with some bloodline backup, defeat Jey Uso after a chaotic finish involving Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. Post-match, Roman Reigns tried to save Jimmy, but ended up being outnumbered, with Solo delivering a brutal Samoan spike and Jacob Fatu placing the Ula Fala around Solo's neck. SmackDown ended with a bruised Roman Reigns and a clear message: we need help. The tribal chief is in trouble. The original tribal chief is in trouble. That's a wrap for this week on SmackDown. But right now I will do a preview of tonight's Monday Night Raw from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri, which was pre-taped last week. I don't know why, probably weather, I don't know. We'll see. The October 14th episode, taped last week, as I said, airs at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on the USA Network in the States and on Sportsnet 360 here in Canada. Big names like Gunther, Seth frickin' Rollins, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley are all set to appear. Here's a sneak peek of what's to come. R-Truth will face off against his former Awesome Truth member, The Miz. After The Miz turned on R-Truth during their tag team match against AOP, Truth demanded answers last week. Instead, he got a challenge. Former partners will now face off in the ring. Braun Breaker versus Kofi Kingston. Breaker attacked Jey Uso and Xavier Woods last week, even spearing Kofi Kingston in the process. Tonight, Kofi looks for payback in a one-on-one clash with Braun Breaker. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, the tag team champions, the women's tag team champions, will face off against Io Sky and Kairi Sane for the women's tag team championships. After Io Sky upset Bianca Belair last month, she and Kairi earned their shot at the tag team titles. Now Damage Control challenges Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the gold. Cody Rhodes on Raw? That's a rare occurrence, because he's a SmackDown guy now. Ahead of his champion versus champion match against Gunther at Crown Jewel for the Crown Jewel Championship belt, Cody Rhodes returned to Raw tonight with a mic in hand. What will he have to say? Only one way to find out. Don't miss out on this action tonight at 8/7 Central on the USA Network in the States and on Sportsnet 360 here in Canada. It repeats again at 12 a.m. Eastern here in Canada on the Sportsnet 360 channel. I'm apologize for not having a joke of the day or thought of the day today. But tomorrow, when I do the recap, I will do the thought of the day and the joke of the day. But before I go, I have some AEW news. Bryan Danielson's full-time career has come to a shocking end at AEW Wrestle Dream this past Saturday. After winning the AEW World title at All In, Bryan announced that he'd retire once he lost the title. He managed to hold on to the title with defenses against Jack Perry and Kazuchika Okada, but his biggest challenge came from his former teammate in the Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose from WWE. Moxley, after earning the #1 contendership at All Out, brutally turned on Bryan with the Blackpool Combat Club, setting up a heated title match. Despite fighting through neck injuries and kicking out of Moxley's massive Death Rider at one, Bryan couldn't overcome Moxley's Gotch style, pile driver and sleeper hold, passing out and losing both the title and his full-time career. But the night didn't end there. The BCC stormed the ring, and after Yuta shockingly turned on Darby Allin, they tied him to the ropes. The BCC viciously attacked Danielson again, and Claudio Castagnoli, a former WWE wrestler, I can't remember his name at the moment, crushing his neck with a steel chair. Chaos ensued, and as security and wrestlers tried to intervene. As the show ended, Bryan was taken to the hospital, leaving fans wondering what's next for the American Dragon. I hope everything goes well for Daniel Bryan, or former Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, now in AEW, and I commend him for all his work in ROH, AEW, and WWE. You did a great job in pro wrestling, and you definitely deserve this retirement. All the power to you, and congratulations on your retirement. Until tomorrow, which I will recap Raw, which will happen tonight, the results, and I'll have some jokes of the day and thoughts of the day. Until then, happy Monday and happy Thanksgiving, Canada, and keep smiling.